Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Leila's Way. I hope everybody's doing okay. Today we're going to take questions from our previous video. I'll try as much as I can with the little knowledge that I have. I take a lot of business questions and see if we can digest them and do justice to them. I'll take a question from Onoru Oiza. Well, to be honest, anything professional in Nigeria needs time. You need someone to showcase it for people, and it needs word of mouth. So what I did let me give you an example with me when I started a contemporary furniture design. It was almost difficult for people to see it in the light that I saw it. As I went abroad, I studied, and I saw something really nice. Even when I came back, a lot of people were doing contemporary furniture. Nevertheless, the people in the north like the traditional and the royal type of furniture. So it was really difficult for me to break into that market. I had to go out of my way to do a showroom, to showcase the type of furniture that I want to sell for people. So I would advise you to do the same. Showcase what you sell. Show it. Do like an open, like a gallery thing where people come and see what you're trying to sell to them. Even if it means you're doing it on a 3D format, you show them what they're buying. You sell the idea to them. If need be, you take your own money to put it in another person's house so that that person will be the reason why another person will want to come and buy. I think being in a professional field, it's very difficult in Nigeria because most of our people are so used to sharp things. I just need it now, do it. If it's not good, I will do it again. So for people who really want to be professional and do things, I will suggest you build a structure whereby you sell the idea to people visually. People like to see. So show them on TV. If you can afford it, put it in your house. Let someone come and see it. If you can afford it, put it in a friend's house. Find the links, but it's never going to be easy because you just have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep trusting someone to recommend you, and you don't give up because it's something you really are into and you love. So I hope that answers you. I will take another question from Nana Amin's household. So Nana said, I deal with a lot and I still look happy all the time. I think that's just my nature. Not that sometimes I don't go through some things, some dark days, some fallings and coming back to track and all. But to be honest, I keep telling people every time somebody asks me this question, how do you do all these things and still remain sane? I said, do we have another alternative? We don't have another choice. This is something you must do. You're not like a trust fund baby. You don't have any money kept somewhere. And we want the good life. So you have to keep recreating, creating, learning new trends, standing on top of your game to constantly learn and listen. I believe listening and learning for me has moved me from where I was to where I am today. And there's no one that can't do it, by the way, Nana. You can as well. You can even achieve more. As long as you have the vision, you have the passion, and you have the drive to make money, you can. Small businesses, every business usually starts from small scale type of business. So I will be putting out business plans, so a few business plans that you can actually pick out and do, maybe with 100,000 naira, with 50,000 naira. Inshallah, by the end of this video, we'll put out a link where you can get those business plans and it can help you. So I wish you all the best, and I wish to see you after 1 year with a bigger business. We'll take a question from Khadija. Khadija said, what will I do if I'm confused? Well, to be honest, with business, I have never been confused. I already know exactly what I want to do from the beginning. I know I want to do business. It might not be the business that I'm doing today, but I knew that I had passion for making money. I knew that at the beginning you have to start some little things, you fail. Every failure is a lesson for me. So I embrace failure, I embrace learning. I believe if you are confused as to what business to start, to begin with, not everybody is a business person. The people who are supposed to work in the government, the people who don't want to do business, they want to stay at home and just enjoy their lives. And there are people who want to do business. So you have to sit with yourself. No one can answer that for you except yourself. You have to sit with yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to do? What do I have passion for? You can't start a business based on somebody's passion, or that, oh, this person is doing it, me too, I want to do it. Sit with yourself, give yourself a breather, take time and understand who you are and what you want as an individual. Then whatever it is, just take it, take the step. Don't be afraid, because if you don't fail, you would never learn. And if you don't learn, you will never move. And you can never be successful if you're afraid to take the first step. So you must do it. Don't be confused. Just think, and then you have the answer. Okay? I hope that answers you as well. We'll take a question from HFA Properties. My experience with business in Abuja, to be honest, I'll say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 6% for me. 6% advantage, 4% disadvantage. When I started my interior designing company, it was, I would say social media isn't as much as it is now. So it was more of you doing the field work, getting your own customers by yourself, running around, doing all those kind of things. I remember I used to dash people furniture just so that they can see that I can actually do it, because a lot of people like, carpenter. So it took me time for people to really believe who I am. But right now, it is so easy with social media. If you can articulate yourself well and gather your thoughts in one place and be able to have like a good business plan and you have funding, it's almost impossible for you not to succeed. But a lot of people don't have all those things. I would say my most challenging part of business in Abuja is the what will I call them? I won't say government, but I would say the government agencies that keep coming from different angles. You don't even know who is who. Every day you have somebody new coming to challenge you, to tax you for something that you don't even understand. We really don't have like a guide for business owners in Abuja as to, oh, if you're owning a restaurant, this and this and this are supposed to be the things you do before you get a license. Or if you have a furniture company, this and this. It's written there, but you didn't work with it. You can go at the beginning of the year. For instance, this year I did, beginning of the year, I said, okay, give us an accumulative bill of the things that we're supposed to pay. Because almost everything is supposed to be paid for 1 year. So we did that. We paid some are still yet to be paid because they've not given us the receipts. Then you keep getting people double bringing you, they keep bringing you different bills for the same thing. They say, oh, the last time someone said, oh, we need to pay for shop and kiosk, while in the real sense, as a restaurant owner, you're supposed to pay working permit, I believe. So we've already done that. And he said, no, you're a shop and kiosk. We said, no, we're not a shop and kiosk. So it was just like a drag between us and them every single morning. It's somebody either from AMAC, from FCTRS, FIRS. There's so many. And then you have to deal with the workers. You know, they live in Abuja. It's stressful. For someone like me that is really so into charity, and every single person I see, I just want to help. So they've turned me into like Mother Christmas. Every day there's somebody coming with something new, and you just can't deny it. So for me, I would say 60% I have really, really tapped into the market of Abuja. And it wasn't easy. It's still not easy because some days you feel like it's not even going to be the end. The day is not going to end until they close down your shop. Every day you're scared that something will happen, something will arise when you're doing your business, and it might embarrass your customer, or somebody's going to steal from you. Like, it's always something. But alhamdulillah, if you have the drive, I have the drive. I don't have any other thing to do other than my work, so I'm constantly pushing the barriers, and you can do it as well. It's just not easy. Don't expect ease. Sometimes the things you see are not what they are, but it's very much doable, and it is satisfying if it's something you love. It makes you stronger by the day. Umar Buba wrote me a long, like 50 questions in one. How would I describe my leadership style? I'll say I'm a very casual, laid-back type of leader that listens. I follow as well. I give my staff the avenue to give me ideas. Sometimes I do have an idea that is better than theirs, but I sit and watch them execute theirs just for them to learn. Sometimes it even makes me lose money, but I want them to learn as well. So I would say I'm the type of leader that I would want if I wasn't me. I don't know how that sounds. I'm not trying to be vain, but I think, I don't know, from what I hear, I'm a very good one. A time that I led by example, I would say the COVID time, when everybody didn't want to do COVID vaccine. I got all the staff to get vaccinated, and I took the first dose before any other person. I sat down there, took it, and everyone sat down to do the same. So I believe if something comes up that needs the head to step up, I will be the first to do it so that every other person follows. My effort for delegation. Well, for a very long time now, because of how many businesses I'm running, I have gone out of my way to get the right people, the best people, to head departments, and I let them do what is right. Everything comes to my desk every single day. I go through it. I listen to them. I allow them take decisions, but at the same time, I'm always following up. If I tell you, I need this basket to be removed from this place, I'll walk away and I'll come back after like 3 hours. I won't say a word. I'll just look at it just to be sure that it's done. Because with Nigerians, sometimes we just have to keep following up. You cannot just delegate and leave. I wouldn't be forceful. I won't be on your face, but I'll come back to check, so you must execute it. I'm a perfectionist. If I say I want it this way, they already know it must be that way. And for it to be that way, then I must check again. Because they know I check again, they always make sure that it's done. Well, I would say a lot of people, really. I really don't like even talking about such things because I feel like it's not something to like lament on, because mentoring this type of people to me is not something I do for the public. I do it for myself, because I feel that that's what we're supposed to do here. I have someone, Merit, my PA. She was a waitress somewhere that I always go. I saw her, I liked her, I liked how she carried herself. I took her from that to now being my personal assistant, one of the highest rank in the entire office. No one sees me or gets to me without seeing Merit. And I have seen the change. I'm not the type of person that tells you this is how to do things. I'm the type of person that lets you watch what I do, and then occasionally I correct you. I don't correct you all the time. I watch you and I let you do your thing. There's so many people. There's Joy. I mean, a lot of people, I don't even want to mention names, but a lot of people, young people that I saw potentials in, and I figured with a little bit of mentoring, they would be very good people. So I'm very proud of myself. An important meeting, I would say the most important meeting that I've ever had was when I took a project in Lagos, and I was supposed to furnish an entire office of this IT people. They're so like very intelligent and posh. And then we sat in the conference room and everybody was in their suit, and I was like, what am I doing here? But then after the presentation, everybody was like, oh, you grew up in Nigeria? Are you from the north? I said, yes, I am. And I don't even know what happens when you go into meetings with big people. You need to be calm and you need to really know what you're doing. So that meeting really opened my eyes to a lot of things. The questions they asked, the way and manner I had to like manipulate or maneuver my way out of some questions that I wasn't even sure I know how to answer. No. Right now, I feel I could actually stand in front of the President of the United States and answer whatever, because they really drilled me, like the group of Yoruba people that I used to think, oh, Northerners, and I just, you know what they think about us. But then it was really a proud moment for me when I was done, because that was like the first time I sat in front of people who I was really afraid to speak in front of. For me, I would say in every work team, I'm always the head because it's my company. All the companies I lead are my companies. So whatever role that I put myself in, I always make sure I'm in every role. Whenever I'm, let's say, in the site working, you find me carrying things. You find me taking boxes. You find me taking wood. You find me mopping a house. You find me in the restaurant trying to do this, trying to do that. Because I feel there's no need for me to label myself as the CEO all the time. Sometimes I like to be in the shoes of everyone in order to see things from every angle. So every role in every job that I have played in is me being in every person's shoe at the same time. I look forward to answering more questions. I have almost 300 questions to answer. But on this, because of the time, we're going to just stop here and make sure that we do justice to the next episode, inshallah. Thank you so much, and remember